Hi everyone, it's Chenzo from RealityArtPod, here to talk about the Week 2 Eviction episode of Big Brother 26. Last time on Big Brother, after HOH Chelsea had nominated Angela, Lisa, and Kenny for eviction, Officer Kenny won the power of veto, saving himself and was replaced by Tucker, who had volunteered to be a pawn. Before I dive in, I put a link in the description to my playlist where you can catch up on my previous recaps and rankings. If you like the content, consider liking and subscribing. But let's dive into it, starting with what's Julie wearing. Julie is wearing a cream fringe pantsuit. With its soft material, the top looks like it was upcycled from my grandmother's finest cashmere throw blanket, and for the pants, a sensible length for a walk in the pond with Les. The outfit clashes with a red as red can be top and haunting talisman earrings. We pick back up where we left off at the veto ceremony where Tucker has just replaced Kenny on the block. Tucker is dead set on getting his nemesis Lisa out of the house to the extent that he's nominated himself to vanquish her. Angela is convinced that she's the target and going home, and Lisa is convinced that she's a pawn who was nominated to help get Angela out of the house. Tucker suspects that Lisa has the upgrade power and,
like my dog back home, I'm gonna sniff it out of her.
so he decides to interrogate Lisa.
I've studied human behavior and psychology for over 10 years. I've studied with the CIA to go undercover.
Also, this is made funnier by his little hat. He goes around the house telling everyone that Lisa definitely has the power and needs to go. When Quinn hears that Lisa is becoming the target, he's shook because Angela leaving with the tea that she has on Quinn would be way better for Quinn's game. In the backyard, Angela pulls Tucker aside and tells Tucker that Quinn has the power, calling Quinn a snake in the grass. Quinn walks by and knows that she's talking about Quinn right in front of him, but Tucker doesn't believe Angela. Tucker brings this back to the other players, telling them what Angela said, but nobody believes it as Angela sneaks around the house, eavesdropping on them.
Let him talk, let him talk.
Angela's not happy, but she's especially not happy with Lisa, who she decides to mock. Lisa has her last straw when Angela crosses Lisa's red line.
I don't really care. I'm sure you do, you little twit. Please stop bullying me.
Don't call me a bully, Lisa.
Don't call me a twit.
I want to call someone a twit now. Someone pick up that with me in the comments. All of this sends Lisa into a spiral in the storage room, which leaves Chelsea wondering,
is there any way on God's green earth we can get rid of both Angela and Lisa?
At the AI arena, where Tucker is a whole vibe, Ainsley explains that there's been a security breach and they need to assemble a puzzle that's very complicated. The first player to assemble their puzzle will be saved from the block. They get started, and from the beginning, Tucker was ready to slay this and is vibing out. The ladies are really clueless from the second this starts, fiddling around with their dials and struggling to get one piece in, but Tucker bodies this, and there's no suspense from start to finish as Tucker wins the AI arena handily and has a fun celebration, flexing and rizzing so high he could touch the sky. Julie talks to the house guests, who are all nervous and trembling. She announces that Tucker won, and naturally they all lose their shit in what's becoming the best part of the Thursday show. Julie gives them a minute to campaign. You would think that they learned from last week that nobody's gonna campaign during this time. They're all just hanging out and hugging, as their decisions have all already been made. Julie then chastises Angela and Lisa for not pulling anyone into separate rooms, as if that would do anything. The nominees give their speeches, where Angela gives a speech like she's on The Price is Right.
You took my grandbaby's Nana rock!
And Lisa's is a bit more serious, asking the house guests to set an example by keeping her, implying that a vote to keep her is a vote against bullying. They get to the voting, where votes to evict Lisa are Tucker, Rubina, Quinn, who's still wearing his veto competition costume, Joseph, Mackenzie, Cedric, Brooklyn, Cam, Leah, Kimo, and Tikor, and Kenny votes to evict Angela. Julie announces that Lisa is evicted 11-1, and I don't know who's more shocked, Lisa or Angela. Lisa's obviously pissed and dissociating as she awkwardly and stoically hugs everyone and silently walks out the door. After Lisa leaves, Angela makes an impromptu speech. Why did Angela have a whole speech here? Cut to Lisa, who's still pissed off hanging out with Julie. After a commercial break, Lisa finally speaks.
No one was really speaking the truth to me, which is just really shocking.
And tells Julie that she was told Angela was the target, calling Angela a bully. Julie tells Lisa that she was voted out because she was a threat. And then Lisa goes on a few of her usual hippy-dippy loops. And we have to say goodbye to Lisa here, who I ranked 13th in my preseason rankings. She finishes here in 15th. She wanted to use cooking as a strategy and run the game like she runs her business back home. She ends up being a house target pretty much from the beginning. If she doesn't win the first veto, she's probably evicted first. She came into week 2 a consensus target for the house after being nominated the first week, making a spectacle of herself and saving herself with the veto, making the other players bloodthirsty for her. She continuously tried to insert herself into conversations when she wasn't really welcome. I thought maybe her behavior when she was nominated could act as a deterrent from nominating her again because it was such a hassle, but clearly not. HOH Chelsea cited that she's a bad roommate, roommate, a rare demerit, which is crazy because Lisa actually does a lot to try to make the vibes of the house good, cooking for everyone, and they don't really like her food, and are always talking crap about her, saying that she's lying about her job. I found her to be a bit cringe and grating to watch, but while I didn't like that she annoyed me, I liked that she annoyed them. While I like that she causes drama and friction in the house, between her and Angela, I'm glad it was her that left because I feel like we have seen the full Lisa experience. That's all I have to say about this episode. I really look forward to these Thursday evictions. Y'all know I love the AI arena. I think it's exciting. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about this episode? How do you feel about Lisa's departure? If you liked the video, consider liking and subscribing. I'll be back later tonight with my week 2 player rankings. I'll see you then. Bye.